So unless you're living under a rock, you are aware that we had an attempt on the former President Trump's life yesterday in Butler, Pennsylvania, which is to the north of Pittsburgh and Butler County. And I just wanted to do a quick little video about the alleged shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, who he was, why he did it, and what little information that they do have about this young man who's now deceased, of course, taken out by the Secret Service. It's slowly trickling in. He didn't have any ID on him, and they had to use DNA to confirm his identity. As you can see from the few photos that we have of this young man, he looked like a pretty dorky kid. Looked to be a kind of nerdy looking guy, probably was socially awkward. Some people are saying he was a registered Republican. I don't, want to, elaborate on that too much. I don't really know how true that is. But why would a registered Republican, why would a fellow Republican from Western Pennsylvania try to take out Trump? For those of you that don't know, Western Pennsylvania is actually a very blue collar area. The only blue county in this part of the state is actually Allegheny County, which is where Pittsburgh is. It's a big urban center, so no surprise there. But it's a lot of unanswered questions. I do have a short video clip to show you from where he appeared in a commercial that was made by BlackRock. I guess they came to his local school when he was in school, and it has him in the video towards the end. So just look at this real quick. It just has him in the video. He's not saying anything though.
I can be free to do the things that I love to do. I hope when I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to come to school and gave as much as he could to help the community.
So yeah, that was just a brief video that surfaced of him in, I guess his high school. I think he graduated in 2022. He was only 20 years old. Young man, very young man. And I'm just not buying that he was a registered Republican. Maybe he has voted for a Republican in the past, but I just don't know why a Republican would want to take out Donald Trump. It doesn't make any sense. It's just not adding up. And as we know, the authorities from the Pittsburgh FBI office, as well as some of the local officers from his community. He's actually from a community called Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, which is to the south of Pittsburgh, also in Allegheny County, the big blue county in the western part of the state. I've never been to Pittsburgh. I've been to Philadelphia and Chester, Pennsylvania. I've been in the southeastern part of the state, totally opposite part of the state. But it's just hard to believe that a Republican wanted to take out Donald Trump. It just doesn't make any sense. We don't have very much information to go off of. It's a lot of people putting out videos. I'm not the type of person to just jump on the, situation and not have all the facts. I'm just giving you what little information is available. We do know that this is the now deceased shooter. We do know this is his name. This is what the authorities have released. We know he was 20 years old. We know that he was from the Bethel Park area of Pennsylvania, Allegheny County, which is Pittsburgh's county. And we know this shooting took place at the Trump rally in Butler County to the north, directly to the north of Pittsburgh, next county up north. That's all we know. So anybody putting out anything else, they're just speculating. It's he say, she say. We just don't know. We haven't seen any social media posts that look disturbing, or there's no, I guess you could say, rhetoric online of him that has surfaced that would indicate he was going to try something like this. We just don't know. So anybody putting out videos stating they have all this information about the young man, it's not true. We don't know yet. So the investigations will continue. Hopefully they can find out more information about this guy and why he did what he did. But I mean, there may never be an actual why answer, because this happens periodically in American history. We've had 4 sitting presidents assassinated, starting with Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley, and JFK. They tried to take out President Ford. They tried to take out Ronald Reagan, and now former President Trump. And there have probably been, I think Truman was had some assassination attempts on his life. There have been several presidents who they tried to assassinate, but they're not always successful. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. By the grace of God, Trump made it. God clearly has work for Trump to do. He clearly has his hand of protection on Trump. So let's just be grateful that Trump survived. His ear got grazed by the bullet. AR-15s are very powerful weapons. I've shot a few of them myself, and those guns, they have very strong stopping power. Tragically, I think two people from the rally are now confirmed deceased. One person died yesterday, and I think one person may have died at the hospital today. They weren't able to save the second victim. So this young man killed two people in an attempt to take out Donald Trump. Continue to fight, as Donald Trump said. Defiant, Teflon Don. They call him Teflon Don for a reason. And this should make us all vote like hell in the next 3 months before the election gets here. We need to just get out there and make it too big to rig. I don't care what they say about fraud. We just got to stand up and fight, because this is what we're up against. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, follow. Peace.